The following stream contains mature content and subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised.
The ancient gods never went away, at least not completely. They no longer walk among us on a daily basis, but their touch on humanity can still be felt through the actions of their children. These children of divine heritage go through life as every mortal around them, until one day, a god appears before them making their parentage known. This visitation unlocks the potential inside them, the divine ichor that runs through their veins as they take their first steps into greatness. Born to the magic of yesterday and the promise of tomorrow, these Scions set out to create their own story. New myths and legends are created and forgotten every day, and yet their actions reflect on the reputation of their divine parent. Will the fate of the gods define their deeds, or will they create their own path and change the myths which came before them?
Anybody depending on somebody else's gods is depending on a fox not to eat chickens. Zora Neale Hurston. Find your destiny. Live the myth. Embrace your fate. Every legend has a beginning. Tonight, viewers, I bring you the tale of four Scions still coming to terms with what that means to them. I am Zachary Naldrick, he, him, or as the Morgan's Battle Crows call me on the Bird app at Zach Rules, and tonight I am your story guide. Dear viewers, meet the Scions who are about to take their first steps of their last steps on their path to becoming gods. Please state your name, pronoun, where people can find you on the interwebs, and who you will be playing tonight.
Hey everybody, I am Relyn. You can find me on the interwebs at RelynDare, or you can search up Mama McStabber, which I also am in Twitch chat, and you might be able to find me. My pronouns are she, her, and I will be playing Caitlin Murphy, Scion and daughter of the Morgan.
Hello, I am Lonnie. You can find me on the interwebs at Lonnie10, or you can search me on Twitch at Sailor Lonnie. My pronouns are she, her, and I will be playing Natalia Blackburn, chosen Scion of Aphrodite.
Hi, I'm Gore. Pronouns are they, them, she, her, also known as Unconscious Celestial in Twitch chat or anywhere on the internet, pretty much. I will be playing Nezzy Coolidge, Scion of Arrow.
Hi, I'm Jeannie Von Esch. You can find me pretty much everywhere on the interwebs because that's where I live. I'm she, her, and I'll be playing Dr. Minnie Jones, Scion of Hephaestus, also known as Herman. Why? I don't know.
It's because he lied to your mother when they met. That's all it is. So the band has been through an interesting, we'll say, week. They have confronted an incarnate of Zeus on behalf of an incarnate of Hera, and decided to tell them both to just fuck off. They have found their way together as a group of Scions not knowing how to move forward, discovered a bar catering to Scions and other Denzians of the world that are not meant for normal people. Shortly after their arrival, it got attacked by a fucking monster and some thugs in suits. They all had a lovely conversation with their divine parents that did not answer nearly enough questions for them. Found themselves back at the bar, confronting a man in a van who had some more suited gentlemen, theoretically with firearms and other weapons, show up. They got rid of them by throwing Molotov cocktails off of a bar in downtown Boston. Went over fairly well somehow.
Shenanigans.
There was a lot of shenanigans going on. They have a lot of unanswered questions that have come up throughout the course of the past week. Biggest one on their mind right now is probably, what the hell is this party that they're being invited to? Why are these folks giving them free costumes for this party? And what exactly this Gideon Society is, who have been influential with some of the other Scions in the city of Boston. They're at the costume shop right now, getting fitted for their outfits for tonight. So what kind of costumes are you looking for?
Is this a place that has the costumes already on the rack and like he custom fits them and stuff?
Yes. So there are definitely dresses, suits, and they all have kind of matching masquerade masks that'll go with them to match the color, style. The masks themselves are generally not just your plain mask. They all have some sort of flair to them.
Mm-hmm.
They may represent animals. They may represent various, even inanimate objects. There's a mask that looks like the Green Monster, because of course that's what Boston does. There's a mask that looks like a tea bag being thrown into a harbor.
That's funny.
Because, once again,
it's Boston.
It's Boston. For some reason, this shop very much sticks to the stereotypes.
Yes,
and
I see that.
Plays up the personality of what they're known for. So what kind of
Caitlin
outfit?
is looking around in the animals areas, and she's actually in a section for birds. And she finds one, it probably is meant to be a raven, but it'll pass for a crow. It's a long, full-length black gown with a slit in the skirt, and it has a small feathered cape that goes with it, and a feathered mask with a beak.
Lovely.
I'll take this one.
The attendant, you each have an attendant with you, brings you over to the fitting room and makes sure everything fits just right, and measures and makes the alterations almost just right on the spot, so that it fits like a glove.
Nice. Thank you.
So, Natalia.
Yes.
What outfit are you looking for tonight?
Is there like a naturey like section that would like give like fairy vibes or something like that?
There absolutely is. You have a variety. What kind of fairy are you looking for?
More of like the floral kind, so like maybe like a flower nature fairy. So like maybe like a white dress, just like a solid white dress with like some shimmer at the bottom of it, and then the mask would be white, but it'd have like all kinds of flowers designed on it.
What color flowers are we looking at?
Different colors like yellow and pink and a few roses on there.
Red roses?
Yes.
All right. Same with Caitlin. You find that dress, and it just seems to be the perfect dress that you're looking for. They come over, they take you to the fitting room, do the measurements, do the sizing, make any necessary alterations. Nessie, how's your search for a dress going?
So Nessie is actually trying to avoid dresses. So she kind of goes to the attendant. She's like, is there anything that's like not a dress? Like even tight pants. I just not a dress, please.
Do you want like a suit, or do you want something that is still, are you looking like for a masculine cut, a feminine cut, or looking for something androgynous? What kind of?
Not a suit. So like it's still elegant, I guess, but just not a dress, like not an full open bottom, if that makes sense.
One piece or two?
Either or, that doesn't matter. Just, yeah.
And what kind of colors are we looking at?
Black, preferably, or blue.
Do we want kind of some accents on it? You got something in mind there?
Stars? I like stars.
Come on, and they take you to the back. They try on some outfits, and then they kind of just like and they kind of like take stars and just kind of pin them on. And it's like, this is a good spot for the stars. This is like, do you want like a pattern of them, just to kind of rant them? Do you want a shooting star thing?
Well, I don't know. I like that mask there. It's like a cat mask with stars on it.
Good choice. We like that. All right. So last up, Dr. Jones.
Yeah.
What are you looking for the party?
She's not really sure. Really doesn't have an idea at all. She's looking more like at black and white or black and different colors. She no clue. She's used to making her own stuff. So this is like completely out of her range.
Okay. Any particular theme you're looking at?
Being invisible.
Being invisible or visible?
In, wildflower. I wouldn't be in bag. No one sees me. Black and white polka dot, maybe. I don't know.
So we've done a lot of outfits for this party.
I'm sorry.
And I got to tell you, if you want to be invisible, you have to find the thing on the wall that makes you look like, oh my God, this stands out. Ridiculous. Like who would wear this? Because that's going to be the kind of thing that's normal. That'll blend in.
Normal clothing would be fine.
Now, normal clothing, you'll stick out. The more outrageous, the more you'll blend in.
I don't like that idea. I don't. I take it my Princess Leia outfit would be fine.
Which Princess Leia?
All of them.
Well, if we're talking Princess Leia in Empire, that's going to stick out a bit.
No.
New Hope, not so much. Jedi will fit right in.
I'm not wearing the bikini.
I didn't. I'm just saying.
Just saying.
If you want to blend in, if you don't want to stick out, that's going to be the one that's going to be the most not stick outish.
That's so overdone. Have you not gone to a cosplay convention lately?
I had a no. But B, as I said,
Mm-hmm.
the more outrageous the outfit, the better you'll blend in. So if that's how if you want to blend in, you're going to have to go against what is clearly your impulse.
Accessory. Got it. Okay. That black and white polka dot thingy.
Yeah.
The simple dress. Yeah,
Mhm.
that.
Mhm.
Black veil, white flowers.
Okay, come on. Yep.
Just trust my process.
Yep. They lead you into the back room. Do the fitting.
Let it out in the back a little, please. I'd like to breathe.
I mean, if you must breathe, fine.
No. Breathing is kind of like an addiction.
You'll get over that.
No. I don't want to get over that. It's something I like to do.
If it's an addiction, it's something you beat. Now, anyway, so yeah.
You want me to beat not breathing? Got you. All right. Hey, girls, if I drop dead because I stopped breathing, I got over my addiction, apparently, because that's what we do.
You don't it's addiction. I'm just saying. Just saying. You have your outfit.
Mm-hmm.
While everybody is getting fitted, is anybody doing anything else in the store? Anybody else? Anybody doing anything other than just shopping for an outfit? I'm gonna need a verbalization of what that is, and the head nod is not going to.
I'm thinking.
Oh
yeah,
no!
I was letting other people go first.
I was talking to Dr.
I'm
Jones.
sorry. The wheel. Oh, okay.
Dr. Jones was giving an emphatic yes.
Oh, okay.
And so what are you doing?
I was like, oh, I was gonna let other people filter in too. She's gonna look at. She's not gonna shop, but she's gonna look at the quality of the work, not just all the gowns. She's gonna look at the accoutrement, all of the other things that are a part of this shop. Where's the stuff getting sent out to? Where's it coming from? Is there anything around the store that would tell me where any invoices are, or anything that I could take a picture and research where it came from? Where was it made? Because everything has to be labeled. This was made here. This was made there. Quality of product, quality of everything that they have in the store. Oh, this is like a hot dig of this right here is part of my my world, and they could be competitors. Let me see what the quality of goods are.
Everything on it just says LeBlanc's Delightful Dress, the name of the store that you're in.
While Caitlin is waiting for everyone to get fitted and all that and pick out their stuff, because she pretty much came in knowing exactly what she wanted. She's going to sit there with her phone and just search for Google reviews or any kind of reviews on this place.
So there's not a lot. This appears to be a appointment only type of shop most times of the year.
Mm-hmm.
It is definitely something that has been the store is specifically adjusted to make costumes at this time. The reviews talking about it being a dress shop. Many people rave about the wedding gowns that they've gotten here.
Anything
suits,
about the
tuxes.
costumes?
Nothing specifically about the costumes.
She'll pocket that because that's a little suspicious. If there's rave reviews about the tuxes and ball gowns and things like that and bridal gowns, then why isn't anyone talking about the costumes?
All right. Give me a culture roll.
Okay. Do I add something with it?
You do. You decide what you are going to use, which attribute you want to use with that.
Okay. I'm going to use cunning.
Go for it.
Five.
So there's a lot of specifically high society mentions. There's a couple about special functions. There is one about a new. You find an article. It's kind of buried about a new. I'm going to use the word clothier because I don't know what the appropriate word is for a costume designer who was recently joined by the name of Francois LeBlanc. He apparently had been working overseas. Part of the family business, he came over from Greece recently. Natalia, Nezzy, either are you doing up to anything?
I am in the process of trying to find not the highest hill possible, but the ones that have like maybe the sharpest tip, just in case I have to use them as a weapon at this point.
Oh, you found that as part of your outfit.
Okay. I gotta be prepared. If we can't take weapons in, I gotta take shoes as weapons.
Nezzy, you got anything else going on?
Nezzy is so incredibly uncomfortable that I don't think they can really focus on much else right now.
That's fair enough. So time comes, you've got everything you need. You've got a little bit of time to kill before the party starts. What are y'all up to? Do you just head straight over?
I get dressed and monkeyed up.
I would like to do some digging into the people that are doing this ball, like so I have information going in.
All right. So you want to look into the Gideon Society?
Yes.
Okay. So that will. Well, what are you going to use for this, or as far as your skill? Anything? Are you using something other than culture?
No, I'll probably just use culture because I don't know how technology would go into it.
All right. Roll that with an appropriate attribute. Well, this is going to be a high difficulty, and there's going to be some complications that you'll need to buy off. So difficulty is you'll need 3 successes to succeed And there's going to be 2 complications to buy off.
I got right at 3 successes.
3 successes, okay. So that private Discord that you had gotten that invite to, that led you to the bar originally, you see some chatter about the Gideon Society's ball tonight. Some people are jealous that they didn't get an invite. Some people are congratulatory. Very much everybody's talking up, it seems like it's a positive thing. This organization is viewed in a positive light in the social circles of the Scions of Boston.
Is there anyone in particular that is speaking, like seems to have a negative light of it, or is it just all positive throughout the Discord or whatever?
It seems to be all positive. There's not anybody saying anything really negative about them. There are some, that definitely come off as like, oh, I didn't want to go anyways kind of thing. People who are mad that they didn't get the invite. And that really does come across as, no, I had something better to do tonight anyways. I'm going to go see that new movie. Look, Super Mario is killing it at the box office. I got to be part of that kind of vibes. Yeah, but absolutely nobody is negative. Nobody's being negative about them.
Is there any people that seem to have went that are talking about what goes on there, or is it just kind of like a, hey, I went and that's pretty much it?
So the people who you can kind of pry and open up about that talk about, they really helped me out. They helped me, kind of deal with like the bullshit so that I can just, be a Scion and I don't have to worry about, gossip magazines or, that I can just be me and don't have to worry about all the outside stuff.
I will send a message to the group chat and basically say everything I've seen or read in the Discord seems to be positive. There are a few people that have went and they're basically kind of thanking them for helping them deal with mundane things so they can just focus on being a Scion, which I think is odd. I mean, there's got to be some negative somewhere. It's odd that everyone's like, it's such a good place to go and I want to thank them for it feels uncomfortable.
And Caitlin just says, unless they're under an NDA.
True.
Oh, it's sus. Totally. I mean, it's so sus. It's sus. It's the definition of sus.
And Caitlin sends another sus thing is that the costumer, his shop's known for bridal gowns, tuxedos, ball gowns, but there's no reviews at all about the costumes.
They don't even label where the stuff is from. That's major sus.
Did find out he's recently arrived from Greece.
Please tell me he's not a cousin. I don't want to smash a thing and scream out Opa. Do you know how many dishes I'd have to go through? The dishes are expensive. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I don't like wearing this stuff. It's just.
Then don't go.
Oh, no. I'm going to go, but I'm going to go my way.
Okay.
I have a feeling he's like telling us how outlandish we all have to be to not blend in. I don't want to blend in. I want to be me. And if I got to dress up in some weird ass gown, there's going to be some stuff on it by me. I stick out like a sore thumb. It's been lovely knowing you all. I'll burn out like a big ass candle. I don't care. We're not signing any contracts, right? I just want to be on the right side of the same page.
I sure as shit am not.
I'll take that.
Definitely not.
Well, if I got to be the Scion on my dad, and my dad's known for fire and a lot of other things. Boom, baby, burn. She kind of puts like a metaphysical gift of putting a hand in, like in the whole putting hand things, you know? It's like, come on, team. All right. We're not that team, but still.
So
we're doing a group chat. We're not together.
Do y'all meet up together before heading over?
We will meet up together before heading over.
Dinner. We need dinner. I need dinner. I need dinner and a lot of drinks and caffeine. Can we have dinner, please?
All right, we go have dinner before we head out there.
Caitlin's got to do my makeup and make me look like an adult.
So Caitlin, after she gets ready, goes over to Minnie's house and makes her look like an adult. There, I added 10 years to your face.
Oh, cool. Do I actually look like the 35 I really am? I lie, I'm 25. But do I look like the 35 I'm supposed to be?
Close enough.
Okay. I am never very good with normal makeup.
That's all
I
right.
can make myself look in almost anything other than...
Your costume is awesome.
Thank you.
And, well, let's go. We're meeting up with the others.
Because dinner must be had.
Yes. And so we meet with the others having dinner.
You eat.
Mm-hmm.
You head over.
Yeah.
As you're pulling up to this large Victorian home, you see someone in a slightly feathered dress and a mask resembling a chicken run out kind of into the middle of the road as right in front of the house. She kind of squats down. You can almost hear her clucking. And she gets up and runs off opposite direction of the house.
Mm.
Was that the welcome party, I guess? I don't know.
I have no idea.
She goes the opposite way where we're supposed to go?
So, yeah, it's pretty much in front of the house, right before where you are, kind of right after. It's got a view driveway.
Did it sound like a woman's voice doing the cluck, or did it sound like a chicken?
It sounded like a woman doing a chicken cluck.
Okay. And then she took off across the street.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Where's she going?
Fuck if I know. Caitlin
Did she lose her eggs?
Well, maybe keep our eyes open for a fox or something. I don't know.
Minnie kind of starts to kind of following
Maybe
the
she
chicken
started
just to
hitting
make
the
sure she's
sauce
okay.
early. I don't know.
We're like, well, maybe we should just make sure she's okay.
Do you want to?
I'll go. You guys can go in if you want. I just want to make sure she's all right, because if someone's clicking around, they're about to fox out.
Go ahead, Minnie. We'll wait
Welcome.
for you here.
Okay. And she'll follow the chicken and make sure that the woman's okay.
I mean, you find her just a couple steps off the road. There's some trees in the area. She's kind of kicking up her back feet, bobbing her head a little bit. Still wearing the chicken. It's not like a full chicken mask. It's like just a masquerade mask of a chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Arms kind of cocked back, like she's just imitating a chicken.
You okay?
Ah!
But yes, I understand that. But are you okay? Just give me a head nod and a couple maybe like winged flaps.
Give me a empathy and cunning roll.
That's a 3.
So she does give a head nod and a couple flaps. Those aren't necessarily. Those are the head nods of a chicken. Those are flaps of a chicken, kind of flapping its wings. Not necessarily anything that you can get a real answer.
Can you do this with your hand?
Her hands are kind of pulled back, and she's flapping like the chicken wings.
She'll reach to try and take the mask off if possible. Just gently, not threatening. I'm going to take the mask off of you, okay?
Give me a dexterity and athletics roll.
Okay. That's only a 2.
She only got 1. So it doesn't come off cleanly, but you kind of snatch it, and there's a little piece of gets stuck in her hair a little bit.
Sorry.
And she just kind of looks at you, kind of confused, like,
You okay?
who are you?
I'm Minnie. Who are you? You're wearing this, and you were acting like a chicken.
I was at the party.
Uh-huh.
I was talking to this guy named Tree. Nice fellow. He's just a little energetic, or they are a little energetic. I'm not sure if fellow is the right word then, if they use they pronouns. I'm sorry. I don't. So yeah, was talking to Tree.
Mm-hmm.
And then got hungry, wanted some feed.
You want to feed?
Oh my gods. Oh my gods.
Well, there are many of them. You might want to narrow that down for a moment.
She just kind of has this worried look on her face, and she walks out past you back into the road.
What? Look at where you're going.
There's absolutely no traffic on this road other than people coming and going from the party. She kind of looks and she... Nope, I'm out. This is not... I'm out of here.
Wait, what happened? What happened? And do you want your mask back?
Nope, you can keep that. I'm out. And she just walks away.
Who are you?
She walks down the street.
Okay.
She's just shaking her head. Nope, this is not... Nope. Now, the rest of you, were you looking at...
Yeah, we were watching for Minnie to come back.
So you see this woman without the mask walk out to the street to the pot where she squatted, look down at something. And at that point is when she swore off everything.
Caitlin's going to go and where she looked as the lady walks off and see what she looked at.
There's an egg there.
Okay, and she just takes off the fucking crow mask. You might want to remove your masks. Because that chicken mask made her lay an egg.
I didn't put one on yet.
Duly noted.
And literally, I'd go in without a mask.
She said that she was going to talk to she was talking to Tree.
Mm-hmm.
And they are being very energetic, and then all of a sudden she wanted to go get something to eat and went to go get some feed, and then that was it.
Yeah, the mask was making her basically a chicken. There's an egg. We don't do that.
I mean, yeah, I can't. I don't think any of us have the physical capabilities of laying an egg. We're mammals. It's a completely different thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe just on the safe side. I'm just gonna put this on my hip.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna just change and just wear my normal stuff because I think that's I'm gonna go just go jump into the back seat and change her clothes to her normal gear because that shit's enchanted, maybe, possibly. I don't know.
She reverted back when you took off the mask, right? Because I noticed it was off her and it's now in your hands.
Well, it's on the ground. I kind of dropped it.
Yeah, okay.
Ew.
Okay. So, okay, I assume that it's in the masks.
Probably. And being that they weren't really thrilled with, they made us buy masks from them. I can't guarantee the authenticity of what's going on with it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, we'll just stand out for being the ones without masks.
I'm just going to stand out because fuck it.
That's probably why there's not a review on the costumes.
Oh, well, there will be.
I'm down.
All right, let's go in.
Okay.
You head in. A man in a tux, white gloves, opens the door. There is a coat room right there for you. If anybody wants to leave anything with the coat room before heading on in.
Caitlin's fine. She's got a little wristlet bag that she's got her stuff in.
Yeah, and he's just Dr. Jonesing it because we're going to Dr. Jones this.
Nezzy has a few things tucked away in a boot, but isn't going to leave anything here.
Same. I didn't really bring anything, so I'm good.
So do you just walk on by, or do you take a look in?
Take a gander as I'm passing, see what oddities people have put in.
There are a number of oddities. Which one sticks out to you the most?
Any and everything that isn't in a normal coat room.
Once again, I'm asking you, which is the one that sticks out the most to many?
God, anything unnatural. Don't ask me what unnatural is. Just anything that's alive, wiggling, going choo-choo when it shouldn't. Anything that's sparking, wants to start a fire. I don't know. There's a lot of things that could stick out.
I mean, Minnie has lots of experience going to high society balls and looking into coat rooms.
No,
Or
just cosplay.
So the things that stick out here are not going to be the quite same that stick out at a cosplay convention.
Okay, so I don't have to worry about the dead body. Cool.
I mean, you can worry about the dead body if you want to. That's up to you.
But we leave those dead bodies behind because the whole safety dance thing.
Well, I mean, I'm sure the dead body could dance if they wanted to. They could leave their friends behind if necessary.
I think they did if they were dead. Sadly enough. Probably on the dance floor, too.
So in the coat room just kind of smiles and nods and, how you doing? Can I help you with anything? Do you have anything you want to check?
Oh no, I just wanted to see what was inside because I rarely get to see, the fancy dancy stuff. I didn't know if there was any fancy dancy stuff, sir. So I just wanted to take a peek.
Oh, well, yeah.
Something that would inspire me to make something new.
Well, what do you make? What kind of stuff do you make?
I make a lot of stuff, from jewelry to cosplay stuff, from little knickknacks to big, huge, like replicas of swords and crowns and you name it.
All right, so you want to go see Miss Clementine? You'll notice her. You'll see her, but she's got this huge neck piece. I mean, it's not something I would wear because it appears to actually be gold, and that's more than I make in a year on her neck. But it's also just like a big, heavy piece, and I like to be more discreet with my jewelry. But it's
very sensible, it's dainty.
And then there's Enrique. He has a thing for rings. You'll notice him. He's got just if he could get he would. The only way he could wear more rings is if he had another finger.
So he stacks them. Got you.
Yeah. He's. They don't even need like. There's not really like a theme. Like they're not all like big chunky. Some are just like little tiny rings. Some are some big gaudy rings, and they're like. You think the pinky would be like the delicate ring? Nope, he's got that on the middle finger.
Odd, but I shall note that down.
Yeah. Yeah. Well. And then there's Miss Wanda. Miss Wanda has this kind of a lot of like wooden pieces, hand carved.
Okay.
Earrings, danglies. Once again, I not my style. I like little discreet, ones, but that's me.
That's fair. Not all about the bling bling, just kind of subtle, huh?
Yeah. And of course, I'm sure you won't miss. You'll have our any trouble finding Lady Julia or Lady Agatha.
Who are they?
Well, Lady Julia is the head of the society. She's wearing these kind of topaz rings, earrings, and she has this gold chain, and it has pendant on it. It's kind of like a mixture of different pantheons. Must be a custom piece. I've never seen anything like it. And Lady Agatha is her spouse. So she's a little bit more subdued. But yeah, I'm sure you won't have any trouble finding them.
Oh, that's totally fair.
Mm-hmm.
I'm new here. I really haven't done anything like this before, so
Anybody else want to do anything in the courtroom before you all head in to the grand hall?
Nope.
As you open the doors to the grand hall, the room is just lavishly decorated. There are numerous groups of people milling about. There's a couple of folks that you recognize. There is Tree talking to a couple of people. Tree is their animated self. There are one of the guys that somebody who you kind of saw. You didn't really have a conversation with him, but you saw him at the bar. You remember him from being at the bar. Big guy, muscles. Everybody's in various different costumes. Some are more elaborate than others. Some might just be a plain tux or a black dress with a mask. There's a couple who seem to be, you can't really tell if they're into their costumes and trying to pick up the persona of their costume, or if they're like the chicken lady outside. But there's definitely a man who's very much acting the part of the St. Nicholas costume that he is wearing. There's very much a woman who is found a chair like a throne sitting up above on a raised platform, who's kind of watching over everybody at the party. So, now that you're here, what are you looking to do at the party?
As we go in, I'm going to kind of pull Caitlin aside and be like, Caitlin, is this anything like the dream you mentioned?
I am looking around and observing. Am I noticing clusters of people?
You are definitely noticing clusters of people. And it very much is something that reminds you of the dream that you had.
Yeah, like eerily like it. I'm getting massive deja vu.
So do we just mingle or do we...
I'm going to go find the bar. And Caitlin takes off to find the bar.
Oh, Caitlin finds the bar. What's Nessie doing?
I'm actually looking around to see if I can, just ascertain certain groups. So, if the animals are all together and like royalties all together, or if they're just like mixed everywhere.
They are mixed and mingled. You notice the groups and the clusters of people. There seems to be someone who's kind of the center of attention in each of the groups. So you see Tree and the people around him, and they are all paying attention to Tree. Except for this one guy who is in a cop hat, who kind of is giving Tree a little bit of a side eye. Everybody else in the group is just enthralled with what is coming out of Tree's mouth.
What is Tree's costume?
Tree doesn't necessarily have a costume. So they have these yellow flowers kind of woven in through their hair. You really can't tell how they managed to get them in there to stay. They seem to be kind of flowing along with the hair. As you know, if he brushes his hair to the side, the flowers in the hair there move with him, with the hair. Otherwise, Tree's costume looks very much like Tree, just with flowers in the hair.
Is there any other Scions that we would recognize from the bar?
There's one guy that you recognize from the bar, muscular-looking guy. He probably fits the description of the arm wrestler, one of the arm wrestlers. He's in a toga. Now he's got a little bit of a crown of green, like wreaths, not like, flowers, kind of thing you would imagine like a Disney cartoon about that was in like Hercules' hair in the Disney cartoon, something like that. There's one woman who really does stick out, and because she is dressed in just slacks and a button-up shirt, no mask, definitely seems out of place compared to the rest of the crowd that dressed up, kind of like Dr. Jones does.
I kind of like lean over to Natalia. Tree's over there. I know you and Minnie really got along. Should we go say hi to Tree? See if he's noticed anything?
It wouldn't hurt to go see if they seen anything.
Tree sees y'all coming in waves ecstatically. Oh, it's so good to it's so good to see you again. So how have you been? It's been it's only been a couple days, but still, it's been a while. Any news? We should catch up. I should introduce you to these folks here. So this here, this is not really a cop. This is George Consuelos. He is the head of Cox Communications for the whole Boston area. This is Genevieve McGraw. She is the I thank you, Tree. I work for the Boston Herald. I am the editor-in-chief of the local news, shall we say. Right. She's the editor-in-chief. And you're killing it, by the way, in this cat outfit, by the way. Love it. This over here is Jorge Rodriguez. Jorge here is you own a series of nightclubs. Yes. Well, I own the property. I'm a property manager. We have several clubs, apartments, businesses, office space, that type of thing. So, anyways, glad y'all can make it. So, what did you think so far? What's going on? How's life treating you?
Life is good, I guess. I'm still trying to figure out this ball, though, but I'm doing okay.
Okay, so they didn't tell you. Okay, so these are the Gideon Society. They're all. So their idea is that they work together to make Boston a better place, right? So what they do is they kind of, each individual will work with, when they find people who they like us, like Scions, that they will kind of like help us out with sponsorships kind of situations, so that, we can, keep our minds on keeping Boston safe and good and stuff. And therefore it makes the city better and it makes their business better. So it's kind of a win-win thing.
Caitlin has walked up with a glass of Jameson on the rocks and heard the tail end of that.
Caitlin, good to see you. How you been? What you drinking? Can I have one?
Jameson, go get you one.
All right, here, go get me one. What's a Jameson?
It's Irish whiskey.
All right. I'll be back. Y'all be good.
Okay.
And they go off and get themselves a Jameson. So Tree seems to think highly of you.
Yes. We've had some dealings with him.
He seems that they seem like a nice enough. Are they really all that always high energy?
Yes.
Is that? Well, I hope they find someone who's they feel like is a good fit for them. That's really not my. I just can't keep up with that type of talk. Jorge, when he extends his hand, how are you?
I'm well.
Oh, lovely to meet you. I'm assuming you have a name.
I'm assuming you do too.
Yes, Jorge.
Jorge? I'm
Jorge.
Caitlin.
Lovely to meet you, Caitlin. So, what do you do?
I own an occult shop.
Oh, do you own the building?
Yes.
Oh, have you ever thought of expanding?
No.
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 Oh, okay. I started out with a restaurant.
Hey.
Now I own. If it was all in one location, it would probably be about 2 blocks.
Well, congratulations on your success.
Oh, thank you.
The success is different for everyone.
Of course it is. So, what are your ambitions? How's being a Scion treating you? By the way, Caitlin, absolutely none of the people in the conversation, besides Natalia or Nezzy, have any scent that you're picking up on.
No, she knows they're all corpos. It's been fine. I mean, it's a learning experience because it's still very new.
Do you have an idea of what you would like to do? What you want your legacy to be, or is that something you're still discovering?
I have some ideas, but I'm also in the process of discovery.
Oh, well, that sounds like a excellent journey. It's always good to hear someone who is has their feet on the ground.
That I very much do.
If you have had a conversation with Tree, you can imagine what their ambitions and goals are. I don't know how likely it is to bring trees from all over the globe and plant them in around the city. The weather just doesn't work for many of them.
So what sort of ambitions do you have involved in this organization? What are you looking for?
Well, I guess I'm looking for, of course, the betterment of Boston, better the economy does.
I am so using takes one to know one while he's giving me this spiel.
It's certainly a way for, I mean, let's be honest, Scions bring up property values. They bring in business. The better the city views of the Scions in the area, the better outsiders' views. It makes Boston more attractive to people who might be coming, new business opportunities. And he is absolutely telling 100% truth. He does not, it makes no indication that he has any care for the actual well-being
of the city. It's all about his profits.
It's all about the fact that the better the city does, the better he can make money.
Well,
the more rent he can charge.
I appreciate your, transparency with that. I personally don't find that lining other people's pockets is going to bring me the success I desire, though. And with that, she turns and makes an exit.
Just kind of raises his glass, nods. And how about the two of you? Natalia? Nezia, was it?
Yeah. I'm not really a business savvy person, so I'm just going to excuse myself from the conversation. You'll have a lovely evening. And I follow Caitlin.
I would like to be seen more as a person with feelings than some kind of cash cow. So I'm going to head out. You have a good night.
Good luck to the two of you. And with that, we're going to go to break. Minnie, it's so good to see you again.
Trey, oh my gosh. How are you? Try this. Try this.
What is it? What is it?
Amazing.
What is it? Well, I'm supposed to try Jameson.
Oh, that's good too. You can get a shot of Jameson. But this, they said it's like a caramel apple. It tastes delicious.
Oh, okay.
Oh, but it's really good. Mm-hmm.
What's a caramel apple?
Oh, then try this, and then I will explain it to you. So try it.
They reach out for your glass.
She'll give it to him. Won't even think. She's like, here you go. Try it.
They take it, take a sip.
Now think of biting into a crisp apple that's been drizzled with caramel all over it. And it's the sweetest apple you could possibly think of.
It sounds like something you really enjoy.
Oh my God. And then you put nuts on it. It's amazing.
What kind of nuts do you put on it?
Well,
Walnuts?
No, I actually crush peanuts. And it's the oh gosh, it's the honey roasted peanuts. Oh, it's so good. Oh my gosh. This is like liquid candy in your mouth.
Are they salted, or are they salted nuts? Because it seems like a lot of sweet.
No. The honey roasted has salt in them, and this has salted caramel in it. So it brings out a little bit of the other thing to it. So it's not all completely sweet, but a little bit spicy. Well, not spicy, but spicy. Semi-spicy.
Hey, I'm meeting a lot of people here. They're all really nice, and
Okay.
And so who have you met so far?
You.
No, you knew me. Who'd you meet new?
But no. I met you now. Like, isn't right now.
No, I mean new folks.
No.
There's all side. They work in all sorts of places.
But do you see the wall? And then I have now become the wall. But you found me because you're amazing. How awesome is that?
I don't know how to tell you this. You're at the bar.
Yes.
People come over here and get drinks. They're gonna find you.
But then they leave because they go back to their cliques. Here's your shot. Get your shot. Try it. I have tried Jameson. Caitlin's recommended it. It's good. Good stuff.
It is a green label bottle that the bartender is pouring into a rocks glass that she hands to them.
Mm-hmm.
Takes a sip. Ooh, that's certainly something.
Well, the Irish, the Irish, they like to sucker punch you with their drinks because all they do is, drink and die. And sometimes they eat hearty or, it's a thing.
Who's hearty?
But they eat hearty. As in they have hearty meals.
Oh, I thought you said Hardy, like Matt Hardy, the wrestler.
Who's that?
Matt Hardy, the wrestler?
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
He's a wrestler.
I don't watch wrestling.
It's very interesting. So
okay.
they got guys and they wear these like spandex outfits, and some of them like have really elaborate costumes. Some of them have just really little tight little bikini type things, and they like jump all over the place and they pick people up and they're all shiny and muscular. It's very entertaining to watch.
Oh my gosh, that sounds cool. Okay, well, I will have to find them and watch them.
Oh.
Are they on the television? Because
that guy over there, he owns the Boston Garden. He probably they have wrestling events there sometimes.
Oh, but are they on the television? Because I'm doing a lot of work, so I don't get to go out very often. People don't like to be around me when I'm all sweaty and doing my blacksmithing stuff. I look like a really hot mess, according to Caitlin.
I mean, you probably fit right in with a wrestling crowd. And then
I don't,
because there's a lot of hot and sweaty stuff going on in a wrestling match.
Yes, but I do that because I'm in a blacksmith area and I deal a lot with hot things that you have to use blacksmith hammers and stuff to fix and put together.
Well, I mean, maybe we should talk to him. Hey, come on over. And he's waving this guy over.
He's gonna hide a little bit. She's gonna just hey.
So, Bob, this is Dr. Minnie. Dr. Minnie, this is Bob. Bob owns the Boston Garden.
Hey, Bob.
Like he owns it, the whole thing. Yeah. It's not quite that clean cut. I own the company that owns I don't personally. It's my company that owns it, so I kind of own it, but not really.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's
That's okay.
it's yeah. So what do you do, Dr. Jones?
I teach
You teach. Where do you teach?
a lot of things.
Where do you teach?
Name it.
There's way too many colleges in the Boston area for me to play a guessing game.
No. No, you're probably right. I probably will teach at one of those places. Actually, 4 or 5 of those places. Maybe all of them. I don't know. I've lost count.
So what do you do when you're not teaching?
Is there ever a stop to teaching? Gosh, I really haven't thought of that.
You just, I mean, not a single school has class on Sundays.
Sunday evenings, actually, at MIT. Information, and diving into the deep state of the black web. Don't ask me. It's slightly ethical, unethical, and mixtured in with the several studies authorized by the government. It's a good time. Really.
I'll have to talk to the dean about that to look into that. So you teach at MIT then?
That's one of the places I teach.
Oh, good for you.
I graduated from there.
Oh, well, that's a good school to graduate from. What else? But that's all you do is just teach.
Vast majority, I'd say 95%. The other is just a small business.
Oh, what kind of small business?
What do you know about conventions and sci-fi?
My company owns the Boston Garden.
That doesn't mean that you have personal knowledge. I don't want to insult you. I'm trying to be polite. I could go in and...
Do you know the amount of conventions that happen there?
Not really. I travel a lot. You've probably seen my booth like 4 billion times then.
Possibly. I'm not always in attendance to all of them.
Oh, well, that's a pity. You really should attend everyone that you sign on for. So you really have the integrity and the understanding of what's really happening. That's just paramount.
I run a business. Do you expect me to be at every Celtics game? Do you expect me to be at every event that would go on?
Well, then how do you know your company runs if you're not there?
I see the reports every week.
Reports don't actually have you walking around and knowing people and getting to meet people, because then you would know I'm so in several conventions, not just here, but several other places, and I make a lot of money with the products that I do.
Oh, you were a teacher.
I am a teacher. I also teach how I make things. And I also teach always, even when I'm selling things, so people can understand how to utilize things that they are buying. So yes, I am a teacher through and through, 24/7, like I'm doing now. And she has a big smile on her face.
Interesting.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
But, you know.
You have a good day.
And she smiles the tree. See, I don't do well with people.
Well, maybe if you weren't so standoffish with people, then maybe it would be a little bit, conversations would go a little better.
Yeah, and it gave me a little bit of the wickedy-wickedy's, you know?
He just seemed like he was being polite and taking an interest in what you do.
Okay. I will let you go with that. It just kind of gave me that really off vibe of, I'm the big man and I've got lots of money. Hi, little girl. How are you? That's how it felt. It's okay, Tree.
You see the worst in people?
No, I play a little game. I always try and think the worst of and then let fate decide if I'm right or wrong.
Hmm. Well, all right. Well, yeah. You enjoy your is
It's
it caramel?
delicious.
Caramel apple? Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
You enjoyed it. I'm gonna go talk to some folks, and you
Hey,
have yourself.
you stop by at some time, okay? And I
All
got
right.
some stuff
Yeah.
I made for you.
Oh, cool, cool,
Yeah,
cool,
yeah.
cool, cool.
Totally for you. Only for you.
All right. Only for me.
Exclusive.
All right. All right.
All right.
Keep it on the house.
Bye.
Bye. Caitlin, when you left the conversation, where did you head off to?
She's making her way towards Hercules.
Of course she is.
Natalia and Nezzy, are you also in tow? Or have you...
Well, I was following Caitlin. I don't know what.
I'm going to go to the bar because if I have to talk to any more of these people, I might as well be a little drunk to get through it. So,
These douchebags. See, Caitlin had the right idea. Go straight to the bar and get the hard stuff. As we're approaching Hercules, Caitlin kind of whispers to Nezzy, "That's one of the guys that was arm wrestling at the bar and totally chickened out."
What was he the one with the axe?
I'm trying to recall because I know we saw that.
So did you say axe or
No,
X?
X.
No, X.
Or the question mark. Because one had an X and one had a question mark.
I don't know, that depends on if Natalia and Dr. Jones had described, since they're the ones that saw the actual video, which one, if they described well enough, which one had the X and which one had the question mark.
We
would have gone over
all
it.
the details.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's not a problem.
This is the one that had the X.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Is he center of attention or is he on the sidelines?
He is center of attention, and he is loving being center of attention. This is the one that in the videos that you saw back, he was the one kind of going around and...
oh, yeah, he was the pig.
Yeah, he definitely gave off that vibe.
Yeah, he was the pig. Okay.
And as you approach him, his scent is a dead giveaway of being of the Theothy, the Greco-Roman pantheon.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
He's having a conversation. He seems to be telling a story. There is a woman who is wearing a cat costume. You notice occasionally she kind of brushes at her nose. There is another woman who is in a fairy costume. She comes to be kind of standing on the balls of her feet, kind of almost hovering there.
Do they also smell?
They do not smell. So anyways, I was there. There's this, someone screamed that there was a shark in the water. So of course I did what I had to do.
What, you chickened out and stared at it while others took care of it? Like you did at the bar the other night?
I'm sorry, who are you?
Caitlin Murphy, who are you? I got you on camera.
You got me on camera.
Not doing shit the night the bar was attacked.
No?
Yeah.
Well, what makes you think that I didn't have confidence in your ability to handle it?
You don't know me.
You seemed to rush down the stairs before I had a chance to act.
You were busy doing arm wrestling, and when you heard the ruckus, you literally stood up and looked around like a deer in the fucking headlights.
I don't think I will take this slander.
And she looks at the group. I do have video footage of it.
From the bar.
Don't believe a word this asshole says. He lies through his teeth. And then she moves on.
Anyways, so I went out and swam out there, grabbed the shark, steered it out into the ocean, saving the beach.
Caitlin's laughing as she hears the tail end of that story. And as we get out of earshot, Caitlin whispers to Nezzy, the other cat and the fairy, they had no scent. Beefcake wannabe does, of course, but you know.
Did you catch a scent on the chicken person, or were they too fast?
They were too fast.
Do you mind? Can we just like walk around and just see if
anybody in the costumes has a scent?
Yeah.
We can do that.
Like the affected ones.
Yeah, we can do that.
I have a theory. That's all.
Okay, sure. We can do that. I'll be your bloodhound.
All right. So who would you like to check out in particular?
First, because we're kind of in the middle, you know, we're going to kind of observe who is behaving kind of erratically in a costume and that we haven't already been by, and then kind of walk near enough to them to get a scent.
First guy that you pick out is wearing a ghost face mask. And he is kind of stalking around the place.
Just want to kind of brush past.
Absolutely no sense.
Is he holding a knife?
As you walk by, he has a phone. Do you like scary movies?
Okay. But
no, I find them predictable. And we walk on.
If he's holding a knife, Nezzy takes it from him.
You do not see a knife in his hands.
Okay, but he's got a phone. Do you like scary movies?
It's got some little box is like that. He's trying to make a voice.
Yeah.
The voice modulator.
Yeah.
You can't hear the voice that it's modulating to, but
yeah, that's hilarious. I'm just chuckling as we walk by.
Nezzy too.
But Mr. Ghostface there has no scent.
Okay. And Caitlin just looks at Nezzy and kind of nods her head or shakes her head no.
There's the woman who is sitting up on what appears to be a throne.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of in the center of the room.
Okay.
She's wearing a crown as part of her, like the mask has a crown built into it.
Mm-hmm.
No scent.
And again, as we walk by, shake her head no.
People that you can smell sense off of it. They all appear to, like, none of them are wearing masks. Like, Tree wasn't wearing a mask. The guy who was dressed as Hercules, he had that, like, wreath thing in his hair. But other than that, no mask.
I'm going to pull Nezzy over to a quiet area. Nobody with a scent has a mask.
But we got masks.
Yeah, I think we pissed her off.
I'm going to put mine on. And
If you start acting weird, I'm going to yank it off you.
yeah, is that
It's fine.
okay?
I left mine in the car because I'm not even chancing it.
No, listen, I brought mine because like it's cute and everything. But yeah, I will put mine on and we'll see. Testing this theory.
Natalia, what are you up to?
She is drinking the same thing Minnie has because it sounded good, so she got the same thing. And she's just kind of watching to see if she noticed anything out of the ordinary besides, the people acting weird that are in costumes, if there's anything else that she may notice.
A man with slick black hair, the Phantom of the Opera style mask, takes the seat next to you and flags down the bartender. Just a beer. Okay. Just I don't know, Sam Adams, whatever you have. It's all right. Kind of looks. So, a special guest or member of the club?
Special guest, I believe.
What do you think about it so far?
From the one person I did talk to or had conversation with, they seem to be only about how much profit they can get off of us, not about how we feel or.
Yeah. A lot of these philanthropist types are really, only philanthropists when it helps them. Yeah. Some of them, no, it's frustrating. Trying to do kind of the good work for people of the city, but at the same time, having to put up with like jerks. But yeah, the reason that it's always the assholes that make a lot of money, because people who aren't assholes don't hoard their money to come like that. They give out and do stuff when they need it. My name's Jordan, by the way. Reaches out his hand.
He will take his hand and shake it. Natalia.
Nice to meet you, Natalia. So, I guess I'm not technically a guest or a member. I'm sort of here on behalf of my boss. Apparently, they had some fundraiser that they couldn't get away from, so they needed someone here.
So what is your opinion on all this?
I mean, so I guess it comes down to like, so you can't run it's really hard to run a charity without backing. There's always that kind of need to find donors and fundraising, and I didn't get into the business I didn't start off trying to help people to raise money. I wanted to actually work with people and help people, help kids and things like that. And the more you do it, the more you get. It's just frustrating. I'd rather be organizing an event and doing something to actually help people and run programs for the kids instead of trying to be here to impress people. And I don't even know
I mean, if that's really what you want to do, then do it. I mean, I know this job you may have is important, but if you have real ambitions that you want to do, then why continue to?
Because having yeah, having someone who is known as a special guest, like yourself, who has some standing and some clout in the city, showing up to or participating in one of our after school programs funds the organization for the donations that come in from that, fund the organization for a year.
I mean, I get that, but I'm sure there's plenty of people like myself that would do it just out of the kindness of their hearts.
I mean, yeah, but we don't necessarily get to meet outside of these kind of situations, and I guess that's what the society's there for. And you deal with the bad to have the opportunity to get the good. And I'm sorry, I'm probably depressing you and like bumming you out.
No, you're fine. You're the most normal person I've talked to since I've walked in the door here. So,
mini netherhead.
So what do you do besides being a special guest? What were you before all this started?
I work at a bookstore. I mean, I have a degree in psychology, but that hasn't got me anywhere. So until I find something, I work at a bookstore.
What are you looking to do with your degree? Are you looking to do you have like a specialty? Are you looking like?
I just want to help people. My dad has a lot of trauma and mental stuff going on since being in the Army. So I want to help people like him. But till I find something, I'm at the bookstore, which is not bad. I enjoy reading, and so it's not a bother working there. I just wish I could do more than what I'm doing. But
Well, you seem like a nice person. You seem like someone who cares. Do you work with kids at all?
If there's a napkin nearby, she'll like take the napkin and like write her number down on it and give it to him. Be like, You can call me and I can come read to the kids. You don't have to pay me anything and you don't have to let them know that I'm coming to help. Just call. It's free.
I mean, well, I mean, some of our kids are kind of in rough situations. So having someone on staff who's trained to be able to talk and help them work through stuff, I can pitch it to Bob. We don't have anybody like that right now, so I can try to pitch it. It's not going to be well paying by any means, but
That's fine. But until then, if you
all
need
right.
someone to come read to them for an hour or so, give me a call.
Yeah, well, thank you. Takes it, folds it up, puts it in his pocket. All right, well, I'm gonna go and try to not do anything to annoy any of the douchebags.
Maybe you should take
but-
a shot before you leave.
Oh, that is only
Yep.
going to serve to work the opposite direction of my intentions.
It's fine. They know what they came for. It's fine. Here, I'll even.
Not wrong.
And she orders him a shot. She's like, I'll take one with you.
That's okay, but it is very kind of you to offer. I'm sure you'll find someone in no time willing to take that shot with you. And he just nods and smiles and sighs before going around and mingling again.
You seemed real.
And normal compared to everyone else here.
I'm scared. Been watching everyone. It just seems like all the people that were supposed to be here without the masks, it looks like they're just like auctioning off the best suitor or the best client. I wonder why we had to wear masks.
I don't. Maybe we are not supposed to wear them. Tree's not wearing one, if you saw.
Yeah. Everyone else is. I don't know. It just looks, I think we were set up.
I can see that being a possibility.
I'm glad I decided to change.
You look more comfortable in that anyway.
Yeah, the guy over there, Bab, he owns the gardens.
The only
the
reason.
convention stuff.
Yeah. The only
That was
reason I'm
nice.
suffering through the pain of these shoes is to make sure I have a weapon on me just in case things get flighty.
Oh. I mean, if you want to take off the shoes, we could just remove the heel and you'll have something right now. It's fine.
As this
Look at my tools.
conversation is happening, y'all hear a slight scream as the woman talking to Hercules in the cat outfit has tackled the woman talking to the Hercules-looking guy in the fairy outfit.
I didn't even bring out my blowtorch yet.
Natalia just downs both shots and she's like, and it has begun.
Mortal Kombat!
He reaches over and picks her up by the back of her dress, kind of lifting her off the ground. It's great material. She's not ripping at all when he's lifting her up. And she's kind of just trying to bat at the other woman, literally like a cat pawing at something that you're trying to pull it away from.
Somebody went feral.
Just meowing and hissing.
Somebody's got to take off her mask.
Oh, I'll go do it. Jesus.
Okay. I so got it. Oh my God. This is just. Where's Caitlin? Where's Nizzy? Oh my God.
All right. Natalia's heading over to take off this woman's mask. Caitlin, Nessie, are either of you reacting to this?
Oh, I literally turn back and see what he's done. And I'm like, Jesus, he'll make up a story about this too. And then she looks back over at Nessie and sees how she's acting.
Nessie, how are you acting?
Well, I don't know. Am I affected or not?
You are not.
I just kind of like, I don't feel particularly cat-like.
Fascinating. Maybe it doesn't affect Scions.
Maybe. Huh. Well, I'm going to take this off now because I feel weird.
Yeah. Huh. Weird.
As Natalia, as you're heading over, the man from earlier that was wearing the police hat is also walking over. He is not moving the way that you would expect. Well, not say he's necessarily elderly, but he's definitely a boomer. And he's marching over there like a cop just out of the academy. Nightclub in hand.
Nessie, I think we need to go diffuse a wannabe cop situation.
Yeah.
And we're going to head over to intercept cop dude.
All right, so we got Caitlin and Nessie heading over to intercept cop dude. Natalia, you are heading over to take the mask off of the Catwoman.
Yes.
And Dr. Jones, you are
At the bar, just like holding out her drink, like, oh my God, what do I do? And she can't think of anything at the moment, but she's just amazed at the braveness of her friends because she's just like, So she is ready to get the blowtorch if needed.
okay. Natalia, as this woman is being held in the air and is swatting and moving, and not necessarily acknowledging you, she's also not the easiest reach. Let me get a close combat and dexterity roll. And then Caitlin and Nessie, how are you dealing with the cop?
How big is the cop compared to me? Like how tall or buff?
Not very tall, and if he was buff, he is definitely not buff anymore.
Refresh my memory. What was his name?
His name was George Consuelos.
Mr. Consuelos.
He doesn't seem to react to that.
George. Then Caitlin's going to grab the nightstick.
And I'm just I come in from behind and I just kind of like hug, like in a bear hug.
All right. So I am going to also need, it's going to be in those cases is going to be close combat and might.
Okay.
All right. Natalia, how'd you do?
I got 3, and I don't think my taekwondo and it can add a success or anything, can it? Because it's a
No. So specialties. First of all, specialties don't apply to the actual role that they're in. They apply to something else. So you would have to have a specialty in something else that would apply in the situation. 3 is enough successes, though. You do grab the mask and pull it off her, and she's just kind of, "What? This is absurd. Why are you holding me like this, sir? Put me down." I will have you kicked out of this room and put me down now, sir. And he gets this kind of dumbfounded look on his face. And
she's fine. You can put her down.
Caitlin, Nezzy, how's your roll go?
I got 3.
I got 3, but I also have a specialty in close combat and wrestling. I'm not sure if that.
It does not. So the way that specialties work in Scion is that it's not that it makes you better at this particular skill. It means you're so good at this skill, it falls over to something else. So if there was a situation where you're rolling something else and wrestling would come into play, then you would get an extra die on that kind of roll. So, like, for example, if, I don't know, you were wrestling to try to get a shotgun away from him, you could use your specialty in firearms, so to roll for the shotgun or something like that. So you said, but you both got 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Nezzy, you wrap your arms around him, kind of wrap him up, and Caitlin, as his arms are being pulled in, you just smack the nightstick.
I smack it out of the way. Yeah, I'm not trying to hit him with it. I'm just trying to disarm him.
Yep, you definitely disarm him.
Okay, George, this is for your own good, and since he's pinned, she's going to take off the mask.
No, but
you didn't recognize your name, and you were acting like you were about to go break up a brawl as a police officer.
Well, that is certainly out of character for me.
Caitlin literally does the 2-finger in the mouth whistle, and it's loud as fuck. I can't personally do that, but I've heard it. It's really loud. To get everyone's attention.
You kind of flinches a little bit on that.
Yeah, because it's shrill. And once she has everyone's eyes on her, anyone who got a costume and she tells the business, take off your masks now. They are cursed.
So, the majority of people do.
But the ones behaving erratically don't.
The man dressed as St. Nicholas, who is now has convinced people to sit on his lap and is giving away
presents.
Presents, we'll say that. It is really just random objects.
Yeah.
that he has wrapped up in napkins.
Yeah.
There's a cocktail shaker. There is a potted plant.
Listen, I think we should just he's fine. Let him stay. He's doing service. Let him stay.
The woman with the crown and sitting on the throne is still sitting in the throne. She's like, oh, how droll. This is what they pass for entertainment?
Oh my God.
Ghostface just takes off.
Ghostface just takes off. Caitlin will go by the queen and take her mask off too.
Nezzy takes off after
Ghostface.
All right, so Caitlin, give me a close combat and dexterity.
Ooh, that's a little better than might.
It is, yes.
Okay, that's 4.
Damn.
Yeah, I know. I got 2 8s and 2 9s.
Well, she rolled a 1.
Okay.
1 success. So she kind of like sees you coming and like kind of bats at you with a scepter, and just her aim is horrible.
Yeah, no, she's been drinking too much. So and she just takes off. I am sorry, but it's for your own good.
Oh.
These things are cursed.
Oh, well, that is quite unfortunate. Well, thank you.
And she puts it on the floor.
And Nessie's giving chase to Ghostface. That's going to be an athletics and dexterity roll.
That is a 5.
So he doesn't get away, but you don't gain any ground on him. He is taken off. He's run out of the room. He's headed up a stairwell to other parts of the building, the east wing, as it would be. Do you continue to follow?
Yeah, I think it's best we get this mask off of him.
All right. Since this, give me another roll.
I had 2 exploding 10, or I had 2 10s. But I was wondering if I could take a momentum.
So you can. The momentum would generally be taken before. What do you have without it? Without taking the momentum?
Without just the 3.
You have 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Before you spend momentum, you do have that option, but you'll need that momentum to explode in order to have a shot at catching them. So it's up to you. Y'all got 2 momentum. It's 10-15.
I got another 10 with that too.
Okay, so that 10 explodes. Does the next one explode?
No, it's a 6.
Okay. So yeah, he disappears into the house. You kind of track where you think he was. You can see go into a bedroom. There's an open window. There is a bed that is got the sheets tied to it, going out the window. You go down, you follow it. Absolutely no sign of him.
I text Caitlin, Natalia, and Minnie. It's like, he got away.
All right. Did Natalia go take the mask off of Santa?
After like a few minutes, she just wants to see what other random objects she's going to find to give to people. It's kind of funny. Like before she takes it off, she like takes a picture so she can have something to a funny memory from this disaster of a masquerade ball that they're at, and she'll eventually just take the mask off.
Oh, hello. I don't believe we've met.
No, we haven't. You were just pretending to be Santa. You were just thinking you were Santa Claus and giving people gifts, which were random objects that you could find and wrap in napkins real quick. But
Oh,
fun times.
yeah, that does not sound like me. Dominic Herbert.
Natalia.
Nice to meet you. Yeah. Well, I guess thank you.
You're welcome. Just walks away, goes back to the bar to get another drink because she's just.
Good job. Good job. You were excellent. Fantastic.
Thanks. Anything else crazy gonna happen before the night's over?
Don't jinx it. I saved your seat.
Thanks.
Sure.
Looking around. So people are kind of taking their masks off, shaking their heads, and like, some people are kind of apologizing for their behavior. Man dressed as Hercules is missing. What are y'all up to? All right, Dr. Minnie has become an alcoholic instead of a caffeine junkie.
Yep.
Tastes amazing.
Natalia, Nosy, Caitlin, anything else you want to accomplish while you're here?
I'm going to ask the woman that was the queen, Julia, I believe her name was. I'm going to ask her about her pendant.
Oh. This?
Yes.
It's just a piece of costume jewelry, really. I usually kind of use it as a conversation starter. It's been a kind of a weird night.
Indeed.
It's normally it's the kind of thing that I would use to strike a conversation with a.
Who suggested that costume shop to you?
I mean, they've been tailors for quite some time. They didn't really do costumes until this guy. They recently hired this guy Francois. Normally, their gowns and suits haven't had an issue. This is awfully strange.
Yeah, and it seemed to only impact those that were not Scions.
That is certainly. We had never considered that before.
Shall I collect the masks and burn them?
Yeah, that would be a good idea. You were one of the ones outside the bar the other night.
Of course, Caitlin Murphy.
Caitlin, I'm glad to see that you were able to walk away from that. You did. You did good there that night.
Thank you.
Like you did here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can't be bought. And I pick up the mask and I walk off and pick up masks.
All right. Nezzy and Natalia, what are y'all up to?
I would like to find Jordan and see what else he knows about the Gideon Society, because he seems to come to these a lot. So
you find Jordan. He's getting his ear chatted off by a woman who works for a PR company and is apparently one of her Scions that she managed has gotten themselves into a little bit of trouble and needs to show face. And he seems to be annoyed while working out the finer details of what this woman is hoping to accomplish.
she is going to walk up there and link arms with him. We're like, sorry to interrupt this. I'm really sorry, but I really need to talk to him about something. And she's just going to pull him away.
Well, this was unexpected. What's going on?
She's going to pull him to like a quiet part of the room. I was wondering how much you know or your boss may know about this society. I mean, you seem to be here or come to these often.
I mean, I would say more often than I'd like to, but coming at all is coming more often than I'd like to. So it is what it is. Not sure the promotion was worth it. Liaison was not quite what I had thought it would be. So, so, guess what's up? What were you looking to know?
Everything that I've been able to find online is extremely positive, like creepy positive. Like there doesn't seem to be a bad bone or energy about this place, which is unsettling. Then as someone that comes to these often, I was wondering if you may know more of maybe some of the darker things that are going on.
So let's just say some of the special guests, many of the special guests who come to the society are looking for career advancement, if that makes any sense. And the people here, in various ways, can offer that. If you need to put on a good face to make the make yourself more well known. They have PR specialists who can get you some airtime. Well, there's even folks who, almost like superheroes. You know how like superheroes, like they'll go out and watch for crime. They get people to tell them before telling the cops. So they call the Scion, then they call the news. And it just so happens that they also have friends in the news. So the news shows up in time for the Scion to be saving the day before the police get anywhere near it. Feel like that. It's not anything that isn't, it's not like anything's dirty. It's not like that as far as I can tell. It's just sort of kind of skeevy, if that makes sense.
Well, I figured that much, but
yeah, it gets special guests into the hearts and minds of the people, raises their legend, helps them grow stronger. It gets them, training in things that, they might not be the greatest at, that they can improve upon. Gives them a little clique of social club so that they can, talk to someone who doesn't necessarily, I mean, from my understanding, your kind really can't. I mean, you're trained in psychology. The shit that some of y'all go through, no amount of psychology training could necessarily, what do you, as a therapist, what would you do if someone told you about how they had to fight a headless horseman, stop it from burning down a fabric store or something?
I would just listen. I mean, I don't want to diagnose anyone crazy right away. Maybe there's some truth to what they're saying.
I mean, there's absolute truth to it. That's the thing. He's whatever the society does, for good or bad, it gives a lot of science turn to them to have resources that they wouldn't necessarily have otherwise. It's not it's not dirty, but it doesn't exactly feel on the up and up to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand. I think that's all I have to ask. I just felt that you may have known more, and I could tell that you didn't want to be in this talking to the person you're talking to. So
Her Scion got themselves on camera with yet again another person that was not their spouse, by a newspaper that apparently society here doesn't fully control. So they need good publicity. Like I said, they didn't like do anything like legally wrong, and I don't care what people do, but it's the whole image thing, I guess. I don't know.
it's like being an actor, you gotta uphold some type of image to your fans or the public.
Yeah, I guess. My name is I should probably get back so we can get that taken care of. But yeah, it's good talking to you. And I'll give you a call once I can talk to my boss, see what we can do for you. Okay.
Yeah. And if you ever just need someone to talk to, you can give me a call then as well.
All right. Thank you. So the night widens down. Y'all head out to the car.
And Caitlin puts like a slew of masks into her fucking trunk.
All right.
So, we're gonna go run that costumer out of town, right?
Of course.
Good.
I have my blowtorch.
Smell that? I smell shenanigans on the horizon.
So many shenanigans.
I can't tell you how much that makes me smile. I may or may not need the need to spread my anger through the gorge of fire.
So what I've learned from this society, or this ball as it would, is they're looking for scions that are desperate, as it seems, desperate to show off who they are, show off what their parents may have done.
Wow.
So do we get to go shiny and be bad guys?
Yeah. Yeah, that one first guy I spoke to asked, "Oh, do you own the building?" Yeah, I do. It was a freaking wreck when I got it.
There was a guy, Bab, that owns the gardens.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I actually met a normal person. Imagine
yeah,
that.
she did.
Really?
Name was Jordan. I didn't ask where he worked, but he was there on behalf of his boss, and he hated to be there as much as we hated to be there.
Hardbacks.
Y'all continue the conversation as you drive off. Something feels different after tonight. There's a sense of that you feel stronger, that you have somehow fully, or maybe not fully, but you've passed a milestone in your journey. And the night that you stopped the Masquerade Massacre, before it even happened, is the night that your legend begins. Thank you all for coming, viewers. It has been a pleasure telling you this story. We hope you enjoyed what you saw and heard as much as we enjoyed performing it for you. Because I do always forget, we're going to do XP for the night. So, who's got a short-term being done?
Me. Suss out who was at the party.
All right. Anybody else?
Learn about the costumes and the costume maker.
All right.
Learn about the real reason this ball was happening.
All right. Desi, did you get something?
Technically, I did not. No.
What do you mean technically you didn't? In a non-technical way, did you?
Well, no, I was just my short-term deed was get in a fight, and I did not get in a fight, so no.
I mean, you did.
You did. Bear
wrestle
hug.
a guy who thought he was a cop.
That's a fight. Yeah, you neutralized the fight, but you had to get physical to do so.
Yeah, we're giving it.
You didn't control hands, man.
All right, so everybody got everybody gets an XP for their short-term deeds. Everybody gets an XP because everybody achieved their short-term deeds. Now, Dr. Clara Rose Minnesota Jones. Throughout this past several weeks, you have found someone who is put up with your nonsense, someone who you can reach out to and feel comfortable confiding in. That kind of sounds like a lifelong friend to me.
Yes.
Oh, well, there's your, you have gotten your long-term deed.
Yay.
Who is it?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I'm going to say Tree just because Tree.
Because he's a spaz like many.
Natalia.
We're not spazzes. We're collective creators.
You have found a way to remain the brave life and hope in the world. You have went into a room where you found absolutely zero people of seemingly any respect, worthy of respect, and found someone who is doing good and found a way to make a connection with them. If that isn't remaining the ray of love and hope in the world, I'm not sure what is. Caitlin, you are just about capable of anything.
I know.
Is really.
I literally stared down a room full of freaking CEOs and freaking bigwigs and was like, y'all suck.
So yeah, we certainly figured out what you are capable of, at least as an origin level Scion. Now, since y'all just uncovered and stopped a plot of an unknown antagonist, you certainly, I would say, have gotten together as a band to accomplish something that you could not have done on your own. It seems like a good band deed to have accomplished.
Yeah.
So this is going to be the last episode for this run of the series. We'll see how things work out. But we will not be continuing this as Scion Origin.
No, we are done with this part of the story. We went from zero to hero.
Yeah. Whole new set of ball game.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been ladies and gentlemen,
season 2, Clods to Gods. No, season 2, just shenanigans.
That's the title of episode 1, just shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
So I've been your host tonight. I've been your story guide. My name is Zachary Naldra, he, him. Created Scion of OM. You can find me on the Bird app at Zach Rules. I don't know when the vampire thing is kicking off, but in a couple of weeks during the Onyx Path virtual convention, I'm going to be just all over the place. Got 2 Scion games and branch riders and more to come. My link to the Bird app is in the chat, so you can go over there and see kind of where I will follow me there. You'll see when I announce dates and times and everything. As for the rest of the cast,
I am Mama McStabber, also known as Raylan Dare, and I am going to wait for everyone else to do their little outros before I come back and tell you what's coming up next.
Hello, I am Lonnie. You can find me on Twitter at Lonnie10 and on Twitch at Sailor Lonnie. I do want to say that I had a great time playing with these wonderful people. Had a great time. But yeah, the only thing going on for me is I'll be on my own personal Twitch streaming. If you want to watch me play some games and be bad at them and then rage because I'm bad at them, pop on in and say hi.
You said it's Sailor Lonnie or yeah.
Sailor Lonnie, yes.
Okay. There we go. I posted your link.
I'm Core or Unconscious Celestial in chat as on Twitch as Unconscious Celestial, pretty much anywhere. So I'm not really in anything, but I look forward to playing the next season of this game.
You're muted,
You're
Junie.
muted.
Mother trucker of all the damn things. Son of a biscuit. Anyhow, hi, I'm a pro streamer. Totally not. I'm Junie Von Ish. You can find me everywhere. Here as Junie Von Ish. I'm already in the middle of my St. Jude's funding. Cupcakes to the face. So come on, who doesn't want that? You will find me here on my own channel at the RPG table. We're starting Chicago Gods and Monsters the 27th of May. It's a different way of being in Chicago. Yeah, we're not all trash fires. There is some positivity in Chicago. God damn it. Anyhow, no, I'm not bitter.
Meanwhile, our Chicago is literally burning.
Yes, because Bob's. You'll find me in the RPG table. You will find me at Ravnos Archon for the 7th Sea. You will find me on Roll Call for DC by Night. And I also mod on Cajun Knights Discord, which is a play-by-play server for all of your World of Darkness needs. Thank you.
All righty. Thank you, everyone, for sharing where you can be found. So make sure you join us in our Discord community because that is where Zach Rules Here cast this show from. And if you want to have the potential to play at our virtual table, you need to be part of our Discord community. We also do about every other week a Zoom chat to hang out with folks and socialize. You know, it comes and goes. It depends on if, we have the energy to do it because we don't put that behind a paywall or anything. We just open it up for everyone in the Discord community. If you want to check out back episodes of this game or any others, check out our YouTube channels. All of the McStabber streams with most of our guest GMs and other recurring GMs are on the McStabber Studios YouTube, whereas Tiss, who runs Call of Cthulhu on Saturdays, has her stuff on Ishvel YouTube. It's named after her D&D 5e campaign that was run on this channel but completed, but she also has her London Esoteric Society on there. We have studio merch available. Please make sure you are logged into a Zazzle account so that you can see all the merch because some of it is rated adult. And Zach's wearing one of our merch. Red Rockets for Gaia. Yes. So check out our merch there. And of course, we already did Friends. So got that. If you would like to support these amazing players, show us your biddies. For real. Or give donations. Donations and bits are distributed amongst our players here at McStabber Studios. We do not take anything up from that other than taxes. If you would like to support the channel, you can do so by subscribing here at Twitch, or if you have an Amazon Prime account, you get one free subscription a month. You might consider giving that to us. And if you don't want Twitch to be the pimp that it is and take half, you can donate directly to our KoFi site. Buy Mama a coffee. Please. Buy Mama a chai latte. But seriously, thank you all so much. And coming up over the next week, we have on Saturday, Tiss is going to be playing Call of Cthulhu 7E with her team of investigators at 3 p.m. Eastern. Join them as they are right at turn of 1900 in London, really investigating some sus-ass shit, reading all the books that should be burned, and summoning things that should not be summoned. I'm sorry. All books should come with a warning that says if you're Tremere, do not read this. It spells your doom.
Hey.
Tremere just have this thing with red buttons, okay? But
yes.
Yeah, I
Do
know.
You have one?
I know. But anyway, so join them for Call of Cthulhu on Saturday. And then on Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern, we will be playing episode 9 of season 10 of Windy City After Dark. And we're not right at the end, y'all. We decided last week that we were going to extend the season because it's going to be our final season. Season 10 is going to be it for Windy City. But don't worry. Coming up in June, we're going to have Dark Ages. And not long after that, we will have a new Vampire Chronicle set in modern times. We love our vampires here, and we're going to keep bringing them to you. So, thank you again, everyone, for joining us. If you are struggling with stress, anxiety, depression, other mental health concerns, or if you're currently in crisis, any kind of trauma, things like that. I mean, the world is a mess right now. Please check out and chat right now a list of helplines that are available to call or text 24/7. And if you are outside of the U.S., there is a link to findahelpline.com that you can click on to find helplines available to you in over 140 countries. Please get the help you need, for real. We take that stuff very seriously here at McStabber Studios. There's absolutely nothing wrong with needing help. Also, with the mind goes the body. So get your vaccines, get your preventative screens done, and get checkups done and get checked out if you're not well. Take care of yourself. We want you around a long time to enjoy our stories. And lastly, fuck fascists worldwide and especially fuck the GOP. If you are going to be eligible to vote in 2024, please make sure you are registered. And don't trust some of these GOP states because sometimes they just decide to deregister people. For real. Check your registration. But make sure you are registered and vote in 2024. And please, I'm begging, unify and vote Democrat. Let's freaking give the death blow to the GOP. Said with love. Thank you so much for joining us for this story. Have a good night.